Okay, here we are into actually game number 2 of this best of 5 series. And this is going to be a Celestial versus Celestial, and we see here in the blue Celestial already, Hai or Haya moving across the map. But we also see for his opponent here in the red Celestial is Grimmy, also moving across the map. Now Grimmy's got a Morph Core also quite aggressively moving forward. We'll see what that's about. His Surged Arc Ship is also flying straight forward here. So this could be a little bit of cheese here, a little fromage out of Grimmy, but Haya is also moving his arc ship. Looks like he might be heading to this island base. Sure enough, he pops out a Morph Core here to take this base, but this Morph Core is almost at the natural. There is already a collection array there, so he isn't going to be able to take that collection array down. But the Morph Core reveals itself quite clearly, flying right next to it, and boom, he's like, I've got a creation chamber right up in your face. I hope you're okay with that. And he sends a prism this way. This is very cool. I love the new prism art. That's super nice. But it is spotted this base over here. And what do we have here? A power bank going down. Of course, you just need to put those down if you're making a lot of arrays. But there's already an Argent out here, and it is going to put some damage, some DPS down on this collection array. It's going to take it a while to make any serious dent here, but now we have a second Argent showing up as well. There's a power bank there that might help increase that DPS. And we're down to about... Oh, wow. We got a lot of Argents pumping out here. There must be another creation chamber back home that's helping to fuel this. And now we see Haya taking that collection array up and trying to fly it away to safety. And while I'm here, I might as well say, look how beautiful these new trees are. Thank you, Frost Giant, for the tree update. And what's going on here? We have a Morph Core over here as well, trying to get nasty. What are you going to do, Morph Core? The Argents are out. Chase that away, and there is the Arc Ship of Grimmy flying above, not taking time to take the health can. And Haya says, fine, you're going to leave me alone. I might just bring my collection array right back here. Creation Chamber on the low ground is an interesting choice. And it looked like there was a Sovereign's Watch pulled on this collection array, and now the Argents just rotate back. Now, yeah, I think Haya didn't necessarily want to make that collection array. Ooh, just hides over the trees. A scan there could have helped finish it off. Still nothing here. Ooh, but it is now Haya who's trying to do the opposite. He says, you put Argents in my base, I'm going to put Argents in your base. A little slower on the Argent push. And now this collection array is almost certainly going to go down because with the Arc Ship there, and look, the Arc Ship's tanking the Sovereign's Watch. That's not what he was hoping for, and this is one of the drawbacks of the new changes of the Sovereign's Watch change. Now it can hit buildings, but you can't really control where it's going. Ooh, the Argents, they're out of range of the Argents, so he did manage to keep that collection array alive. This one's also floating off to freedom, but now this one's under attack. Now, remember, the prism there on the high ground is giving the high ground vision. So, unfortunately for Haya, most of his collection is down, but he's now trying to do the same damage here. Same thing going on. He's using his Arc Ship to tank the Sovereign's Watch. And this is definitely a style of play that I think originated out of Haya and Game Friend a few weeks ago, where you use the Arc Ship to tank the Sovereign's Watch while you're pushing like this. And now this is such a scrappy, strange game. So it looks like this collection array was taken out, and now they're trying to come back and get this one, which they might. It's so low, but if it gets to the high ground, no, it's going to go down as well. This collection array is trying to come here. That's the last collection array, I think, for Haya, but he's taken out this one and this one. So do we have any arrays for Grimmy? What a weird game. They've kind of swapped sides of the map. This collection array is trying to get here, but I don't think he can put down as long as the prism's there. Maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe Haya just hasn't had a chance to do that yet. So weird. They've literally swapped sides of the map. All their buildings are on the opposite side that they've started on. We have prism mining here. I don't really see a collection array. Now these artists are trying to clear out that, and the array is going to go down. Now it's Argent versus Argent. Who's got more here? Kind of looks like Haya has a bigger force, but this is going to be about, you know, can you make sure you're getting good focus fire, not overkilling with your powerful shots. And it looks like, what do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe Argents here, and it looks like about 9 or 10 there, so it's getting close. It's about is there mining going down anywhere here? We have 2 prisms, 4 prisms mining, so there is actual mining going down. There's another prism here. One thing about using prisms to mine, which of course is not the meta in Celestial these days, is that they are much easier to move about. If these Argents come across some of these prisms, the prisms can quite speedily fly away. Excuse me. Pardon me about that. Sorry, I had a little cough. But we are seeing these Argents now, okay, all full power. They're going to totally take out this prism. What was originally looked like Grimmy's game is starting to, I think, move into the hands of Haya as his Argent ball's getting a little bit bigger. This is what I say, these prisms are just, look how quick they can kind of scoot away, although these Argents are getting on top of them. Oh no, they're going to go down. Oh, can you do it? And this one goes down, but this one makes it to the high ground to safety. And oh no, it gets taken out as the prism comes for the high ground vision, and then also this creation chamber is going to go down. And yeah, I think Grimmy's life in this game is starting to get a little bit harder. Now here we go. This could be a full on. No, Grimmy pulls back. I think he knows that his Argent force is smaller. Wants to get an advantage. Ay, ay, ay. Taking a little friendly fire there, finding a power bank. It's a good kill, although the Argents of Haya are now right on top of this as kind of the main, I guess. There goes the Surged Arcship. Boom, dead. See, the Arcship of Haya on the high ground there, allowing him to see into the trees. These buildings are going to go down. We're kind of into a base race now, but I think that favors Haya, who has more buildings scattered around the map. This isn't the last building, is it? That must have been the last building. So I'm going to call that GG, and we'll go into game number 3. So here we are in game number 3. This is going to be Grimmy flying across with his Morph Cores. Oh no, oh no. I thought Morph Core Rush was banned in this, so maybe this isn't a Morph Core Rush, but there are Morph Cores, and they are rushing, and they bump into each other in the middle of the map. Hello, sir, says Grimmy. Oh, hello, he says. I guess we are swapping sides of the map again. Yes, indeed. Let us do that. I'm going to build my base in your base. And I will build my base in your base. What gentlemen here today. Let's see. Oh, how about a creation chamber in your base? Oh, beautiful. I would also like a creation chamber in my base. Now, hey, oh no, this is Grimmy. We've switched colors now. Grimmy's the blue one. And Grimmy has a creation chamber at home as well. They're both producing in their opponent's base. And so Grimmy's not producing in his own base. And Grimmy's got an Argent out, and he's already starting to DPS down. And the first Argent pops out for high as well. And he's got a power bank right next to him. Whereas Grimmy's going for power down Argents, which of course do less damage. With the power bank right here, he's going to be able to keep this Argent largely powered up, although the power bank now is out of power itself. not being a Celestial player, I'm not 100% sure of what that interaction is. Do you need 2 power banks to be able to keep an Argent powered? I'm not sure. Here we see another power bank being summoned. I assume that's going to be for high. No, that's Grimmy. That's Grimmy's power bank. And now Grimmy pops out an Argent of his own, and it's going to be a single Argent here. Oh, plus a Sovereign's Watch. Meanwhile, up here, he's managed to clear out that array, and now we see Argents going down here, and it's actually going to be refocused on the power bank. And another Argent pops out here, so Grimmy's needing to micro, and unfortunately loses his Argent, but there's double Sovereign's Watch here. And Grimmy is marching his units home. Is this a prism? Yes, this is a prism. This is a prism. Prisms and prisms. So far, it looks like Grimmy is ahead, although he is marching his units the long way home to try and deal with this. Another Argent pops out. His collection array goes down. That means no more Sovereign's Watch are going to be able here at his original base. Another Argent pops out with some good focus fire. He kills one of the Argents. It's now 1 versus 2. The power banks are on Grimmy's side. He's got 2 power banks there. The rest of his Argents show up, and he's going to be able to quickly clean up this Argent force and take out this collection array. This could be it for Haya, as even though the collection array was taken out here, Grimmy is now safe to put it back. And this might be it. This might be the last building, or last buildings, I should say. We have the Creation Chamber and the Arc Ship here. If Grimmy's able to take them out, that'll be game. And it's not clear if Haya is going to be able to... Yeah, that's going to be his GG. Now, here we are in game number 4. And this is going to be High here in the blue Celestial. And his opponent, Grimmy, in the red Celestial. And they're already discussing how to play a gentleman's game of Celestial versus Celestial. So no rush, sides only, no Argents. I have a feeling they might be bluffing. I'm not sure that that's exactly the style we're going to see here, but we will see. We'll see if they play the gentleman's game. So Haya has opened collection array in his pocket, where Grimmy sent a prism over here, and this looks like this is another version of Grimmy's style. He's full on flying across the map, and he does have his Morph Core here. Also, that looks like it's going to turn into a Creation Chamber at some point. His Zippity Doodah Prism over here. I'm really starting to like this new prism style where you send prisms all over the map. Not only does that allow you to mine in mysterious locations, it's a little harder to harass. But I see them as kind of like little overlords that provide you vision around the map while mining. It's kind of a cool little play. See, here we see another one. What it allows, especially in the Celestial versus Celestial matchup, is it allows you to keep an eye. Is there a collection array there or not? Now Haya is also staying on his kind of style. He didn't drop an array there. He has a Morph Core here. He's got an array here. Morph Core here wanting to be an array. He's plopped one here. So he's going the array style. Whereas it's prism style out of Grimmy. And Grimmy's Argents are already out. There's a Sovereign's Watch. They have to pull back. But I imagine they're just going to rotate to the natural here. And meanwhile, it looks like more power banks. And it's not a surged arc ship. So it's moving much slower. When it's surged, it moves faster. Now there's a Sovereign's Watch on that, on the secondary collection array on the natural, and now again he's pushed into the main and out of power or out of charges, or maybe both. Haya has to lift up the collection array. He's trying to get to the high ground. I think he is on the high ground. It's hard to kind of tell if that's moving, where that's headed. But that means mining, of course, ended there. And now the same is going to happen here. Yep, so he does lift off another collection array. Now they do take 5 seconds to lift off, which is why we get that extra DPS now. That's a change in a recent patch. And... oh no! Is this one going to go down? Yes, this one's probably... yeah, we do not... Does not able to get up to the high ground. This collection array says, fine, I'm going to move over here, but there was already one of Grimmy's Argents here. And we see that Grimmy has indeed lied. He has rushed. And he has built Argents. So, for those of you out there, now you know Grimmy is a liar. And if he is in a match with you and he tells you something, you should know that that is just a lie. Poor Hayez probably rethinking his friendship with Grimmy now. Probably reviewing all the times that Grimmy had misspoke to him in the past and said, wait, this guy, he does this every time. Meanwhile, we do have some collection arrays now up here, and it looks like some Argents out. Although we had a single Argent pop out for Grimmy too, and it's Argent versus Argent, Argent on Argent, and there's a Sovereign's Watch here. That's not good. Bye-bye. Oh, the Argent manages to stay alive just long enough. And another Argent pops out here. Those look like Grimmy Argents. It's a little hard to tell team color here. But yeah, these are Grimmy Argents trying to deal with this base in his base. He's got 3 chasing this one lone Argent down. I like that, splitting his army up a little bit here. So the rest can be doing some good DPS to these power banks. Grimmy happens to be in negative power, actually. Now up to 0. But Haya's going to start taking some losses as this power bank goes down. Actually, we see more power banks must be summoned elsewhere. And now there's a force of Argents here in the main. And this is an interesting little battle here, micro battle, trying to focus fire down the weak ones while Hayez units can stand underneath this arc ship and get some of that healing touch. Again, if there's some good micro from Grimmy, that's not going to help too much. And now a little bit of a flank force as Grimmy's Argents come in. Now it's just a dozen Argents versus 3, and we're going to see those Argents get picked off. A couple weak ones get away. Haya doing his best to split these Argents to try and keep them alive. But this one is running to a dead end. There's nowhere it can go. And these Argents have decided to take out the collection array, say, hey, if you want to defend your base, you have to fight me. And then there's also Argents here in the main. So once again, it looks like this advantage is going to Grimmy. This Argent did manage to get away, it looked like. Ooh, nice focus fire from Grimmy, taking out a couple of Argents that are on move command here. Now, Haya trying to turn and do the same, take out some of these weak units. And one of them gets away well, they kind of surround and focus fire down the other one. And again, it does look like this is going to be in Grimmy's favor. He's got now another 8 or so Argents here, focusing down the arc ship. If that goes down, that's probably going to spell the end here. Haya just does not have the income to deal with this. So he's bringing his Argents back, trying to deal with this force, but now he's kind of in a flank, moving into a nice little location, but there is a concave pretty much all the way around him here. Trying to move out of range from some of those Argents, but so many of his Argents are low, and we're watching them as they each get picked off. And this might be the final battle here. Do we get a GG? Because now it's going to be, yeah, there we go, a GG from Height.